Hi, my name is Chris Ryan. Welcome to my coaching studio here at Hit Golf Academy. Today we're talking all about low point and attack angle with your irons. And I've got two really simple little exercises that you can do during practice, which is definitely going to get you to strike those irons better, hit them a lot purer from the fairway, and ultimately that's going to help you lower your scores. So welcome to another Your Friday. This is where you can get involved and help me with the content for these videos. If you would like to have your topic or your question answered, let me know in the comments box down below. You can also get in touch with me via Instagram, Facebook or Twitter, and hopefully we can cover your topic in one of these videos. Today we're answering a question from YouTube, I believe it was, from Pat Legrand, who was asking all about how can you build a good descending angle of attack into the golf ball during practice, but he was specifically talking about how to do that from mats. And I thought this was a fantastic opportunity to do this video because many of you watching this now will be experiencing winter conditions as we are today. Therefore, a lot of the practice you do may well be off range mats, or more of the practice might well be off range mats. Certainly here in the UK, we find it difficult to get out onto grass tees when the weather is so poor. Most of the people in the UK practicing will be practicing off mats. The problem with a range mat is that you can certainly get away with some poorer strikes. We see this quite commonly, that a golfer will come, during a lesson, they hit the ball much better from the range mat, and very often that's linked to angle of attack. If I have a poor angle of attack, I'm too shallow into the golf ball, I can certainly hit better shots from a mat than I can from turf. The problem is when hitting off a mat, it's trying to get that feedback, because if I do have a slightly poor angle of attack, it doesn't show up as much here as it would do on a grass tee. We're going to give you two very simple practice methods that you can do. These practice methods are not technical. They're not going to be what you need to do to achieve a good angle attack. It's more a case of what I call skill acquisition. These are going to give you some feedback. And I've said this multiple times in videos. When you're practicing, you need feedback. Feedback is absolutely key to your development as a golfer. So we're going to look at the golf ball. We're going to look at angle of attack, specifically with the irons, and we're going to look at what we call low point. When I'm hitting an iron, or any club off the ground for that matter, I need my golf club to be descending into the golf ball. I need it traveling downwards. What this means is that my lowest point, the lowest part of my golf swing, will be happening target side of the ball. For me, that's about 4 to 5 inches. I know that because TrackMan actually measures this for me. It gives me a low point. If my low point is 4 to 5 inches target side of the ball, that gives me the best chance of delivering a good amount of loft. It gives me the best chance of parting the most speed into the golf ball. And it means that when I'm in a poor lie, whether that be rough or whether that be slightly longer grass, I'm not going to get as much debris between the club and the ball. So hitting down on the ball really does give us many benefits out on the golf course. The two drills we're going to do, very simple. One just requires a tee peg. I'm sure you've all got a tee peg. I'd be concerned if you didn't. And we're going to take this tee peg and we're going to place it target side of the golf ball. So I'm just going to place it probably just over the width of my 7-iron in front of that golf ball. So probably about some 4 to 5 inches. Now, if I make a golf swing and my low point is too early, that would be either where the ball is or even in some cases before the ball, I may well be able to hit the shot, and it wasn't a bad result. For me, I might feel like, yeah, I did pretty good there. It was a decent shot. The strike felt okay. The tee peg was still there. That would therefore suggest to me that my low point was too far back. It wasn't enough forwards. If I try and make another golf swing, and this time I'm going to try and make my golf swing with a good low point, we should, if I do it correctly, see a different result. Okay, so you can see there that the tee peg went forward off the mat. That gives me some much better feedback that my low point was target side of the golf ball. So simply hitting shots from a mat, working on strike, can be made so much better by just adding a tee peg or something similar just in front of the golf ball. It does two things. It gives me a bit of feedback, which is key, as we said, but it also gives me a bit of focus. My focus suddenly starts to go more towards, okay, I'm trying to get my golf club into the ball, but also to strike that tee peg as well. So for many of the golfers I coach, just that little change of focus is absolutely key to their development in terms of angle of attack. The other way we can do this is we can actually put something behind the golf ball. Now in this instance, we're looking to miss this object. Now, you can use a variety of different things. I really like using these devices. These are from Fat Plate, and these are specifically designed to improve my angle of attack. I've actually got a few markings on here as well, which tells me where I need to position the ball for each golf club. So if I place that around the golf ball, I'm going to place it in the correct setting for a mid-iron, which is between numbers 2 and 3. I now have a situation where I have an object behind the ball. Now, again, what I'm going to find is that if my low point is too far back, I'm going to hear and feel that plastic board. So if I make a golf swing with a poor low point, again, the shot wasn't too bad. If practicing without this device, I might think that was a good strike. I felt the board, I saw it move, I've got the feedback that wasn't quite what I needed to do. Conversely, if I can do it correctly, I should be able to hit my golf shot without hitting the device behind. And again, shot was good, but I get the feedback from the Fat Plate that my strike was good, my attack angle was good, my low point was target side of the ball. So there's two ways we can think about this. We can think about focusing on something target side of the ball, or we can use something behind the ball to give us that feedback. Ultimately, what we're trying to get is we're trying to get the golf club to descend into the ball with our irons. That will be a descending and negative angle of attack. Our low point then becomes target side of the golf ball. And that's really the best way to play golf on the golf course, because we get less moisture between the club and the ball, we get less grass between the club and the ball, we often get more ball speed, we get so many things good happening, so many good things happening once we can start to get our attack angle into a place that we need it. Thinking about the low point and attack angle, they're the same thing. They are related. They're not exactly the same, but there's a very, very strong correlation between the two. But those two simple practice devices can really enhance your practice and really get you to make the most out of the time that you get to spend at the range. No technical stuff in there, but I think what you're going to find is if you struggle to do either of those, just keep going. Don't expect to be able to do it straight away, but just keep working it, keep working it. You're developing skills. The skill here is, can we get the golf club to reach its lowest part, target side of the ball? You can develop this in practice. You can work on it, and especially this time of year now, winter, not going to get onto the course a lot. This is the time to really work on your strike. That is one of the skills that will help you lower your handicap this year. Thanks for watching. Usual stuff, as always, is down below. There's a comments box down there, there's a like button, there's also a link to subscribe. New videos going out Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and now Saturdays as well. So there's a new video series each Saturday called Subscriber Saturday. Make sure you check that out. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again soon.